All right, so here I am at the Oviedo Cemetery today on February 15th, 2023. I think I said 2022 on my first video today. Who knows what happened there? I suppose I'm looking at all the dates here at the cemetery, and there's so many dates, but it is February 15th, 2023, and I don't believe in coincidences. Here I was going through the cemetery today, looking for specific headstones from family members who had requested that I check in on their loved ones that are buried here, and I really got confused with the plot here. I went to the church last week and asked for a copy of the plot for the cemetery, and they graciously gave that to me. And when I came out here today, I was like, whoa, I am no engineer. It's hard for me to read these things. But anyway, getting to the point, as I was walking through the cemetery, I found 3 headstones in particular, and all of them, you couldn't really see the dates at first. And I just cleaned my first headstone today of a little baby boy who was less than a day old. And I moved on over to this other headstone that I found that is a simple headstone, a flat-laying headstone that needs to be cleaned. And it is also that of a little baby boy, William E. Hahn, born July 30th, 1956, who transitioned to heaven less than 6 months later on December 13th, 1956. This is not a terribly dirty headstone, but my point of cleaning any and all headstones is to visit with such souls. And so with this little boy here and the second, or rather the first young boy that I cleaned his headstone moments ago, well, my phone doesn't want to stay up there. I find it important for us all to visit our final resting places. This little boy has no markers here, no flowers have been left, and so I come today bearing such goods, as well as my time to thank this young boy and his soul, his spirit, for his life. I hope that at such a young age, William, you were unable to even know fear. I hope that you suffered no pain. And I hope that you continue to rest in eternal peace. Somebody just pulled into the cemetery, which is not a usual occurrence while I'm here. I'm usually alone at the cemetery as a human in life. And whenever another person enters this cemetery, I am very respectful. I don't usually speak out loud when somebody else is here visiting, because that is one of the things I love about coming to the cemetery, is the peace and the quiet and all of the sounds of nature, as well as the road work here in Oviedo. This little city is becoming a bigger city day by day, hence the reasoning for widening all of the local roads that were once tiny country roads. So what I'm doing here with William E. Hahn's headstone is the same thing that I did with Robert's headstone a few moments ago. Little flat-laying headstones, they need to have a little trench built around their headstone to protect it from the elements and natures of erosion and life, weeds, grass growing over the headstone. So it's just a little cleanup, and the actual headstone will take only moments to clean. It's the most part right now is in digging this little trench. Sweet baby boy. I don't know if I can find much information on you, but what I may be able to find is information through your parents. I do rely on our big Oviedo yellow history book that I go to after all headstone cleanings to look and see what information I can find, because I find it fascinating to discover history of my local residents. We all deserve to be known. In fact, I remember years ago, whenever I would Google my own name, nothing came up unless it was of the wrong Natalie York. It would be like a singer who was Natalie York, who was not me. And now, all these years later, when I Google search my name, I am humbled and happy that everything that pops up is all my headstone cleanings. That's very special to me because I don't meet the family members of these souls, but I know that I'm able to visit their loved ones. And that is what I find my own peace in. William Hahn. You died December 13th, right before Christmas. As a little baby. I wonder what happened to you. Was it something in 1956? I don't think the plague was going around then. That was the 1800s. Could have been SIDS. It could have been anything. Could have been a car accident. In any event, I hope that you are and remain a young soul in heaven, a beautiful angel. There are over 1,200 souls buried here at the Oviedo Cemetery. I've been coming here for about 4 years now. This is the first time I've ever found 2 headstones back to back of newborn babies. And here I was just talking about the Facebook post that the Oviedo Historical Society posted on me cleaning 655 headstones last week, and I had several family members respond to that, seeing if I, could come check on the relatives here and their headstones. And one of the ladies thanked me for cleaning her daughter's headstone, of which, when I looked up on my records, I smiled. It was a very little baby also, who I told this relative I felt very close to this little baby's soul, which is why I cleaned her headstone several times, even when it didn't necessarily need to be cleaned. Okay, this is cleaning up beautifully here, William. Just a little more. Again, these trenches that I dig around such flat-laying headstones, they don't destroy the resting place of these loved ones. They preserve the resting places. Otherwise, like I said, the elements of life, grass, weeds, roots, dirt, all can grow up onto these headstones, and essentially, if nobody's coming out here to tend to them, they would disappear. I mean, literally disappear. Nobody wants to disappear like that. No, no. All right, one final scrubbing of the letters, and then we'll be ready for some water, William. I'll be happy to report back. I did find several of the other headstones that from that Oviedo Facebook these families requested I visit their loved ones, and I was happy to find that their headstones are all beautiful and clean, and I'll be able to send them updated pictures. Okay. Need a little bit more escape here. There we go. done, William. Well, guess what, William? I want to get more into those letters here. I don't ever come out here to the cemetery thinking, oh, I'm going to knock out X amount of headstones. Usually I come and clean one headstone at a time. It's not about numbers for me. It just so happens that over the years, the numbers have accumulated because I've made coming to the cemetery a part of my actual life routine, my schedule, my weekly schedule. And there are a lot of times I do come out here and find small headstones that only take a few moments to clean, which affords me the time to clean multiple headstones in one visit. Okay, this is much, much better. I get all my brushes at the dollar store, and I have these two different fingernail brushes. They're different sizes, and it's perfect for the lettering. There we go. It's never about me coming here and winging out or just bashing out a cleaning. When I clean a headstone, I'm going to clean it regardless of how long it takes me. And just like I tell my daughters, when I look at them, I don't see if they have short hair or long hair, if they're overweight or underweight. All I see is their beauty, their soul. Same thing with headstones. I don't come to the cemetery and see, oh my gosh, a huge headstone that's going to take forever to clean, or a small headstone that's going to take no time to clean. It's all equal to me. It's about the souls. And ooh, these letters just want to get stuck, the dirt in the deep crevices. Thank you, little William E. Hahn, for your life. I'm so sorry that you could only live for a short amount of time in this life. And yet, when you think about it, in life, our ultimate goal is to make it to heaven, to live this life and to make it to heaven. So really, little babies are blessed to only have to live in this life on earth for a short amount of time. They literally are eternal angels from the time they're little babies, knowing no suffering, no pain, no fear, no heartache, all peace. Okay, I think we are now ready. Perfect. As I see in a lot of headstones here, there's only so much you can do. I can't get all of this dirt that's stuck into the crevices out, but it's a huge difference. This headstone is now white and legible. William, I have some flowers for you. Little baby William, I hope you continue to rest in eternal peace as a sweet, sweet angel. Thank you for your life.